Then it's like, where do I start?
Mm-hmm. Where do you start?
Ah, where do I start? That is a great fucking question. And it's not going to be like how your fucking week is, but it does fucking suck that wingman over here is fucking in Chicago getting his ass stomped.
Yeah, he's with the gay pride parades or whatever they got going on up there.
Yeah, that's right. Then he saw the zoo. He got sucked off by a tiger. You saw
He
that?
got killed by a tiger.
Sucking his
Carter
penis.
is dead. He got mauled by a tiger from the penis up.
There was a kid. There were kids looking at him when he did that.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be terrible to see a grown man get killed by a tiger.
I mean, at first it was a really good time. Then it was a really bad time.
It's kind of crazy. I can't believe that he would just pull his penis out in front of a tiger and expect nothing to happen.
I thought he was smarter than that.
We all did.
He he was all
All right.
about history. You think he would know the history of how fucking ruthless a tiger can be when presented with what looks to be a dangling prawn.
Yeah. Who are those guys? Sigmund and Earl or whatever.
Yeah, no, Siegfried and
Siegfried and
Roy.
Roy. That's what it was. Sigmund and
Yeah, that
Earl.
fucking tiger just fuck. I can't remember. I don't even think they aired that act. Was it? I think it was like only like a live event where the tiger just went fucking ballistic.
Yeah, you killed him, and then they like
No, they
they
didn't
did.
kill him.
Well, I mean, it led to his death.
Yeah, yeah, it did.
Wait, he? Oh
He
yeah,
just
he survived for like
he just
years.
got really fucked up though.
Yeah.
That tiger fucked his up. He fucked him up. It's like that one woman with the chimpanzee. Remember that?
Oh, the one that ripped her face off.
Yeah, it was like crazy how that event went. It's like she got a new haircut and she was holding his favorite toy, and that's all it took just to get his ass to start going ballistic.
Mm-hmm.
He ripped her fucking face off. She stabbed and shot him, and he just kept fucking going. The police got there, and he was like basically cooled down at the point that he was basically, from what they saw, trying to help the nice police officer get out of his car. As soon as the monkey opened the car, immediately he just took three to the chest and died on the spot.
The monkey did.
Yeah, the monkey did. He tried
Instead
to
of taking
open
the
the.
test, I took three to the chest.
He tried to be nice and open the door for the hardworking police officer, only to be met with three fucking hollow point rounds to the chest.
Just like that POD song.
Yeah, it was also weird, like how she was like really quick, and I would too. She was like, "Come over here and kill this fucking ape!" And she kept screaming into the fucking phone. Please, please, it's
Kill the
killing
ape.
my.
That doesn't sound too good,
No, no, she
honestly.
kept screaming, "Kill this fucking ape!" She kept
That
saying, "Kill this fucking."
that could be interpreted really badly.
My chimpanzee. Well, she started with "Help my chimpanzee is killing my friend." So I mean, at that point, you can basically call it a fucking ape if you want.
It's not an ape though; it's a chimp.
I
They're
know,
different
but in a
creatures.
fright of panic, I feel like it's quicker to say ape than it is monkey.
I don't think it's very much quicker. I think she was just
I'll save
stupid.
my extra second for screaming.
Just on that, she deserved what she got. She called.
She didn't get her face ripped. Her friend got her fucking
Oh,
face
so
ripped.
she's fine.
No, she's completely fine.
Fuck that bitch, dude. She called it an ape.
Her friend got attacked because new haircut, new and holding his toy. So not only did he not recognize her, but she's holding something that he holds dear and close to his heart,
Mm-hmm.
and that's a challenge. She was just sitting on the steps and came out and heard screaming and saw what's happened. She stabbed the monkey, like trying to save her friend, realized it wasn't working, and ran back inside, got on the phone, locked herself in a room, and started screaming, "Kill this fucking ape." If I was her friend, I would be thinking, "You really gonna fucking abandon me? You're gonna leave me to this asshole?" And oh, there goes my nose.
Like it was a legit chimpanzee. It wasn't like a
It
fucking capuchin or some shit.
That thing was large. That thing was 100. I think it was 130 pounds, almost 140.
So that was a real ass chimp.
That was a real ass chimp, and it was reaching maturity, sexual maturity.
Sexual maturity.
And and for years they were telling her, "Let that thing go. You got to let it go.
She's
Give it to
probably having
reserve."
sex with it.
I don't want to
That's
think
what I'm
about that,
thinking.
dude. I don't want to
She's
think
probably
about that.
fucking that chimp.
I don't.
That's why he's
Ugh.
so aggro, dude. Because
What?
he's getting his nuts off.
Why would he be aggro? I thought that would make him more docile if the more you suck him off.
No, no, that's not how animals work.
That's
When
not.
they when
They
they
get more enraged when they blow a load.
yeah, like cause they want that shit like all the time. That's a big thing with dogs. It's like if you don't neuter your dog and you let them like bust.
Hump, like hump your leg.
No, no, not just humpy. Like if you let them like bust in some other dog pussy, they'll become very like aggressive and mean.
I mean, yeah, that'd be like probably it's sex. There's no point about it. It feels good. But if all your life you know is just four walls that is the house and food, scratches, pets, and all that, that becomes you. It's stagnant. It's a stagnant life. So the one day they let you out of the house and you fucks and get that mad puss and you're never gonna see it again. Yeah, I'd be pretty fucking pissed too.
They let you bust and you're like, fuck, I'm never gonna get that again. You get all
I wouldn't
pissed off.
realize it. I'd be like, oh, they're gonna let me outside. I'm gonna fuck this bitch, and then but of course at this point I realize now there's a new fence, and I'm like, fuck did this come from?
They're turning him into an incel.
Yep, they turned him into an
That's what they're
incel.
doing.
Now
They're
he's
doing
just violent.
incel.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Ah,
cool.
yeah, I feel like you're pretty sure. So you want to know what happened last night?
What?
So besides the weird trend of people who I haven't talked to in months or years reaching out to me, old classmate who we had class together. I know exactly who it was. He had me on Discord. He just texted me like, "Hey, buddy," as usual. But like, I said, "Hey, what's up?" And then he fucking said nothing much. And then he said, "Ooh, fucking woo."
Like
Red
quote?
flag, right?
He said that? Ooh
Like,
fucking ooh.
ooh,
Ooh woo?
no, ooh woo,
He
ooh
just said
woo.
ooh
I just
woo?
mean, he said ooh woo, and I was like, okay.
That's cool.
It was a red flag for a bit. I was like, I think nothing of it because he says I'm always feeling dank, and I'm like, yeah, but
Oh, he's like an IRL meme guy.
yeah, that's what he is,
Dude, that
and
fucking sucks, dude. Fuck anybody who does that shit.
that's why he's not dating material. But I didn't want to. I didn't tell him that.
Oh,
I didn't
is
want
he
to tell him.
gay also?
Apparently, yes, because he said, "Can I ask something?" And I was down. Now, mind you, while I was trying to do this, I was downstairs trying to fucking bake some
Did
chicken in a
he ask to
fucking air fryer.
smash?
He said, "Can I ask a question?" Before I could even say sure, he fucking already had that shit ready to go typing. So the second I said, "Okay," he said, I always thought you were really cute." And I was like,
Oh,
shit, I don't tell me, please tell me I don't have to do this. Please tell me I don't have to fucking do this shit right now. And he's like, I just wanted to tell you that once. I was like, fuck. So I'm sitting here trying to micromanage, and this guy's like trying to. He's already got his heart out there, so he's just like typing million times. Me, I gotta be like, okay, no, yes, no, and then delegate between my fucking food and this poor man dumping his feelings out onto me.
did he used to bully you?
No, 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 no,
Oh, damn,
no.
that would make it
He
so much better. It's like
no, he was
in those
complete.
like fucking stupid movies where like the high school bully comes back like 3 years after high school and he's like,
Yeah,
"Truth be told, I'm a huge fucking faggot and I want to suck your cock." And
I wanted to suck your
can
cock back in high school. That's why I beat the ever living piss
can
and shit out of you.
can we look all past that and can you suck my cock now? Or can I suck your cock?
No,
What
imagine
can
the audacity of the bitch if he came back and said, "Can you suck my cock now?"
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That'd be fucking crazy. You're fucking definitely expecting to get a no.
That
Like
was
if you do that and you expect to try and get with someone, you're immediately going bottom. I don't care how fucking bigger you are than the guy. You're immediately bottoming. There's no fucking world where you get to beat the
they
shit out of somebody, confess your love, and you become a top.
they did that in like Glee, the show.
I never watched.
No,
I never
and you
watched.
shouldn't. The show's fucking terrible. It sucks.
I would imagine.
I had to watch it because my girlfriend at the time liked it, so I had to watch it. And one of the like the football guys in the show was like a bully, and then he turns out that he's gay,
Oh shit! I
and
actually do remember that episode,
he like
and they did a whole fucking musical number about it.
yeah, he almost like rapes the other gay guy.
He rapes the other
Yeah,
gay guy.
because he was like, I just misread the room, and then they're gay a little bit or something like that. I don't remember how it went, but like he's gay now, and that's a lot like your situation.
Yeah, except the difference is it's not at all.
Your big bully is gay now, and
Yeah, there was no bullying. There was no bullying.
you should let him
It's
hit.
just no. I'm not gonna let
You
him
should
hit.
let him hit
No.
just a little bit, just a little
Look,
bit.
he's got friend vibes. He can vibe with a friend, but I wouldn't want to like fucking bring someone to my house and then have him like spit memes IRL.
Go to his house.
I also wouldn't want to do that.
Go to his double wide trailer,
Why did you immediately assume he lives in a trailer?
because that's funnier to me.
That's probably funnier than
It's a lot funnier if he lives in a double wide trailer and now he's
you're
gay.
right. You're right. No, but I had to let him down easy. Just love like, you're not my type. But then, of course, after saying that, though he did immediately like, kind of catch himself saying like, "Well, I respect your decision." But then he was also prodding like, "What is that type?" I just told him, "Dude, I'm a femme guy looking for femme men. That's about it." And then he said, "Fucking," and then he fucking said, "If you ever change your mind, hit me up."
So is he like masculine or something? Is he not a femboy?
No,
Just lame. How you gonna be like gay and not be a femboy? Like that makes no sense to me.
like it's to the point that I could swear that I like that's why it was like two surprises. Like he said that and I'm like, well, is he just saying that platonically? I don't know why, but I was in denial at the time. I was like, maybe he's just saying it just to say it because, buds, bros and shit. No, it turns out he was basically dropped the bomb. So not only was he gay, but apparently he had a crush on me.
Yeah, that he hit on you out of nowhere with.
Yep,
That's just weird. I don't like that.
that's
How
life.
did he just how did you get your number? Like
Oh, because it was like one day when he like saw that I was like texting. I was texting somebody over Discord, I believe. Fuck, I can't remember who, but he saw that I had Discord and he was like, "Hey, can I add you?" And I was like, "Sure, fuck it."
that's your mistake.
That was at the time I didn't think he was gonna hit on me. Again, guy vibes, friend wise, not dating material.
You don't let anybody in. Anytime someone messages me on Facebook, instant blocked. I don't want anything to do with you. Because they're gonna say hey, and then I'm gonna say hey, and they're like, you want to hook up? And I'm like, no.
Didn't we
I haven't.
literally fucking like we fucking like first night just spent up 3 a.m. on fucking Messenger.
That's different.
I
That's different.
abused Google for that one.
Yeah, that's different because I knew you weren't gonna try to get me to come over to your house and
From
possibly
ill
have
fucking noise. No,
intercourse.
no.
And also, I met you like that week. It's way different than me knowing somebody in junior high and them messaging me on Facebook like, "Hey,
Yeah, that's quite a distance.
like, no, you can fuck off and like die or something. I don't know.
Fuck off and die
I
or
want
something.
absolutely nothing to do with you."
It's like I know you probably don't know me, but I was in cheer squad. I saw you from the bleachers. I want to suck your dick, and it's like no,
Do you remember me? Absolutely
suck.
not.
Nope.
I mean, like, I probably do, but like, yeah, I do. I that makes it even worse. I'd rather not
I can't
remember you.
remember a lot of. To be fair, I knew a lot of people in high school, but I can't remember most of them. Like about a handful, I can remember.
Mm.
That's about it. So if anyone from that group that I was, supposedly close with, but I can't think off the top of my head right now, it's going to be both very, very awkward and very disappointing for them.
It's very terrible
And
here because like this is like I went to high school in like a small like town, kind of. It's like fucking
yeah,
5 towns put together. So it's like everybody here that went to that school like still is here, and you just see them at places, and it's awful because they're all like, "Oh, what are you doing now?" It's like, shut up. I
Yeah. Yeah, no,
don't
I
want
get
to
it.
have this conversation at all.
Yeah, no, I get what I absolutely get what you mean because we still have people here, but luckily thing about where I am, so where the high school is a little bit is about 15-minute drive out, but eventually at
Leave it to
that
you
point,
to bring this back to high school. By the way, so
well, you fucking did it.
no, you
I
did it.
still what the fuck?
I made
Oh
a joke, and then you started talking about high school again. So
no, you started talking
this
about what if
is
he was a bully from high
this is
school? That's
classic
how we
Andre,
fucking got here.
classic Andre talking about his high school
Suck
days.
my fucking
Oh,
dick.
high school sucks
It wasn't that it sucked.
so
It was such a.
bad.
It's just such a difference away, it's distance away that I'm nowhere near any of those fuckers. So when I do go into public, I'm not. I'm chances of me seeing any of them slim, bar none. Fucking. I've only seen like 3 people randomly,
Hmm.
and I think that works my favor.
I could go to the gas station right now and see like 4 people I went to school
Yeah, I
with.
bet you could. They'd be like, "Oh, damn, is that Wet Willie Trev? Shit, remember when we used to dunk our fucking fat pussy fingers in your ear?"
That never happened.
Dude, imagine that. Like that's gotta be like a that's gotta be like a more complicated version of the Wet Willy. Like if you're just a girl and you like trying to give someone a willy, you can like get wet down there, wet your fingers up and just I mean it's a lot long it's a lot harder than just but
Yeah, and that's also 1,000 times better.
is it?
Absolutely. It's gonna be
I
like,
don't
oh,
think
what the fuck? But if you tell someone that her finger was in her pussy and now it's in your ears, you're gonna be like, oh, that's not that bad. That's pretty cool,
I
actually.
I don't think I would want someone's
Well, that's
fluids in my
because
ear,
you're gay.
mu- much less general. I'm not gay.
You're literally gay.
I'm not gay. Get it right.
No, you're gay until you
Say the
have
word.
sex with a
Say the
woman.
word. Oh, fuck. I'm gay until I have sex with a woman.
Mm-hmm. Which you haven't done.
I That was literally the first thing I did.
Doesn't count.
How does that not fucking count?
Because then you went to penises.
Yeah, I went
So
to the woman. I
that
went to men.
offset the women one, and since then you've only had sex with dudes. So until you have sex with a woman again, you are gay.
So what? Like a fucking homosexual, bisexual ice cream. Sorry, bisexual ice cream sandwich. Woman on top, and then all that filling of meat, and then another woman.
Kinda, but it's like you offset the balance.
Yeah. What do I got to do? Restore order? What do I got to
You
do at
gotta
this
have
point?
both. If
I
you want to
have
be
both.
truly bi, you have to be with both.
I was with
No, no,
both.
no, 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 no. You were with one time. That does not count.
Like you want like evenly up, like even and divvy it up,
It
or
doesn't necessarily have
fucking.
to be even, but you have to be actively doing both.
I'll tell you
You
this,
are only fucking
and
dudes.
this is a song and dance we can all agree to. Women are
I don't make the rules, dude.
hold on, no, this is a song and dance we all agree to. Women are complicated. They are complicated at times. You might not know what they want. Sometimes it's obvious and you don't
Oh,
know.
here we go.
Men are a bunch of fucking horny bastards.
Uh-oh.
That's why it's easier. It's true.
That's some real incel shit, dude.
It's not because I live in a house full of women, and even
Bro,
they say it.
women are hard.
No, not the hard to understand.
Not at
And
all.
I know firsthand because trying to figure out what any of them think. I say these people, but I realize there's still like one other person there. Even they've all said it. They've all said it. We don't know what we're thinking. We don't even understand each other. Hearing the conversations that they talk about, they say it. They fucking say it.
No, they're not
Yeah.
complicated.
You can just
You're
go to a
just
dude.
you're just dumb.
I can just go to a really attractive guy who I at least know is either A in the closet or B out of the closet, and I can just be like, hey, bro, nice cock. What a fuck. And then he'll just be like,
Well, yeah, of course.
exactly. It's easy. It's
Yeah,
fucking
because
easy.
dudes don't think like women do. It's like opposite things. That doesn't make them
Yes, it's
complicated.
irrational.
No, it's not. Doesn't
They,
make them
men think
complicated.
irrationally.
Well, yeah, because they just want to fucking bust.
Exactly. See, so this is a song and dance we can all agree to.
It's not more complicated. It's just a different thing.
No, see, like women on the like stand alone, trying to figure out what they want. It's complicated. Sometimes you get it right. A lot of times you're gonna get it fucking. You're gonna get it absolutely fucking wrong. If a guy you just present
It's
and
just
just say
called reading the
wanna fuck,
situation.
you gonna get laid. It's that easy.
Also, you can always just Bill Cosby them.
What happens when
So,
they're not into that all that way?
well, how
Oh
are they
wait, no,
gonna?
I said
How
I
are
think
they?
wait, you said sorry, you said Bill Cosby. For some reason I thought you said Tyler Perry.
No. What are you gonna dress up like Medea? Is that gonna get them?
Maybe.
Hello,
Just
bitch. I'm Medea.
hello, bitch. Want to suck your
That's the
dick?
only thing I know Medea says. Is
Forget how
hello.
southern was that shit. It was like fucking. If at that point, if you just Cosby everyone, you win every time. You score every time when
Yeah,
you
I mean, I don't
Cosby.
know if you're really winning, but
You're scoring. You're not winning. You're scoring.
yeah, you're running up the points.
You're running up the points
But
on that
that shit
scoreboard. But
comes
at the end
back.
of the day, the judges are gonna be like, "Yeah, he deflated the shit out of that ball
How did he get caught? That's what I
because a
want to
bunch of
know.
wit. Because sometimes roofies aren't all that effective. Sometimes they wake up knowing the night before that they were with Bill Cosby, and maybe they like put two and two together with the rumors, and it's like, oh my fucking
Wait,
god,
did
I
they
got
wake up
raped.
in his house or his like hotel room or some shit? Like,
No, I think he took them to a hotel room or something like that, a place that was indiscriminate that could not be connected to him. Also, where I think you could place probably some place that shouldn't have a logbook.
all hotels have logbooks.
Exactly. So that's what makes it even harder. So you can't take it to his house. What if he took them to his house, fucked them, and just like drove them out, laid them on across the street, like somewhere, like in a hobo alley?
That's like even more fucked up.
It's even more fucked up. But I'm thinking of how the amount of allegations that came out around this man. He had to have some sort of system to keep him from getting caught this fucking long.
I don't even know if he had a system. It's just he's been doing it probably like forever.
I mean, either way, roofies they're effective at putting you to sleep, but the memory loss part, it's a bit of a gamble, but it's still a very high
I thought
percentage
they
that they're
just
gonna wake up.
made you have memory loss. I didn't know they put you to sleep.
Oh yeah, they knock you the fuck out, and then you forget everything about the day before.
I thought it was just
So you
you don't
so you
remember
wake up with
anything.
in a haze with mostly questions of what and whys. Why am I covered in chocolate and covered pudding pops? Where am I? Who are you people? It's basically that, but sometimes there's a chance that the memory loss part doesn't fully erase everything, instead it like fragments it.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's a fragment in there with Bill Cosby, I'm pretty sure one of those women probably put two and two together. I got fucking roofied. And then, once that gets out there, probably people who had similar experiences, like, yeah, I was roofied once, and I was in the same time. I'm not going to say that all of them are lying. I'm going to say that there has to be a percentage of them that were, like, just jumping on it.
There was like 75, wasn't there, or some shit? It was a
Exactly.
huge
This
number.
It's a huge number. I'm willing to bet the majority of it definitely fucking real, but I'm willing to bet some of them were just like jumping on it. Maybe they remember meeting Bill Cosby, then they got roofied, and then they just fucking put two and together. Not even on the same day. That's probably like another thing. Like maybe they went to go see a show, went to a bar, remember getting roofied there.
Was there any like actual evidence, or was it just 75 people said that you raped them? So
It was the fact that they all came forward. It was purely allegations. It was like so long since like the actual like rape happened that there's like no that I don't believe that there's any, you know, and like evidence of forced entry. but it's the fact that so many people came forward that it was overwhelming that they basically had to say, you kind of had to do something. I mean, how else do you explain 72 different women stepping forward saying, hey, he fucking drugged me and stuck this fucking pudding pop in my asshole? I mean, if I was the judge in the state of whatever the fuck this guy got trial, I would have to sit there and be like, I mean, sure, there's like the only evidence of itself is the fact that there's a shitload of women here. They're fucking pissed, and obviously you did something. You had to do something.
Oh yeah,
All with different
he was
stories.
guilty, without a doubt.
Yeah, he was guilty. He did all that shit. He did all that shit, and he deserves it. Not the getting the puss part, the part of getting thrown behind bars. I forget. How is he being treated in jail? Are people like treating him like a fucking king in there, or are they beating the
No,
shit out of him?
he's not having a good time.
Oh, thank God.
But I mean, he wasn't having a good time. I don't know how much better it's gotten. I know he got
Dude,
hit with a chicken sandwich once.
yeah, yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah.
Dude, I grew up with Little Bill. This is like fucking. It's fat. It's sad to see.
Well,
It.
there was the video of him leaving court after he got convicted, and he did the Fat Albert thing as he was walking out.
Yeah, I remember that. Hey, hey, hey! I'm going to jail.
What a bad time.
Bad time. It's like he was like hoping that the nostalgia of like hitting Fat Albert would turn the crowd. It's like, wait, we can't take him. It's Fat Albert. Fat Albert wouldn't rape. It's like it's still Bill Cosby. So, but he did Fat Albert. It's like, yeah,
That show is
yeah, he
actually
did.
fucked up. That show's weird.
Dude, you remember that time when Fat Albert basically beat up a shitload of Nazis? That was awesome.
There's also the one with the porn magazines. That's a
Yeah,
good episode. That shit was weird, dude. I think people just like that show because they were little and they didn't like comprehend what was actually going on. But that show's kind of like actually like fucked up and like fucking dumb.
yeah. You know what else is? You know what is fucked up in like similarity to the Cosby thing? So, you know Broly from Dragon Ball Z, right?
Yes.
All right, guess where I'm going with this. So the voice
The
actor
voice
that
actor
originally
raped
played
somebody.
supposed now the thing was is that when they take pictures with him, so he likes to give hugs.
Right.
He likes to give hugs.
Mhm.
He has tons of photos of him with fans, and they're all smiling and happy and all that, right?
Mhm.
Apparently, someone didn't like the fact that they got hugged while taking a picture, and then came back and started an allegation case around it. That man lost his fucking job and everything, which
Yeah.
fucking sucks.
Don't fucking hug people. That's just weird. I don't know.
I know, but it
I don't
fucking
know what to tell
sucks.
you.
That he's literally getting like he's getting the full extent of it because he hugged them.
I don't think he's
Section
gonna have that bad of a time.
and he lost his job. His career is literally over.
Yeah, but he already made the movie.
He's not getting any more like royalties from it.
That's
Not like
impossible.
he could.
They cannot do that.
They can sign you out of the contract.
They can't sign you out of the contract if you already signed the contract for the movie.
I don't really he signed anything. I don't know. Point is, this man will not work a day in his life. I don't know how many people do you think are fucking paying to air the original Broly movie or buying this
I thought he
DVD
was in
for?
the new one.
No, no, that's actually a different thing. That guy's also getting
Yeah,
allegations, but I
okay.
don't know for what reasons.
That guy got allegations too.
Yeah, that guy got allegations. I don't know for what. I'm referring to the first guy because that guy was sweet and innocent, and just to see that he's getting charged with sexual assault, which basically could be anything for him. It's a hug to basically going nice tits toots. He's getting charged on the guy who can do that. He's getting charged to the same extent, and I think that's kind of fucked.
He's not getting charged with anything.
It's a whole court case for sexual assault by multiple women coming forward
Well, what were they
using the.
wearing? That matters.
Typically cosplay and shit. Sometimes
All right, well
civilian
then,
clothing.
that's what they get. I don't know. You show up wearing cosplay, you're gonna get for something. I don't know.
I just it still feels fucked
Any
up. Like
woman
in
that
that,
dresses up in cosplay is a whore, and she liked it.
it just feels like in that same terminology of sexual assault, it could be the most minute shit to the most extreme shit before it's rape.
I think rape is the most extreme.
I think what it gets to rape once it
I think
becomes force. Once force,
you have rape and then murder. I think
yeah, it goes sexual assault, rape, the murder. Murder doesn't come until a life is taken, and rape does not become classified as rape until
thank you
forced
for
entry has
explaining to
been
me
made.
what murder was.
You're welcome.
I didn't know what murder was until you just explained it to me. Thank you.
Would you like to know what filicide is?
I what's that?
The murdering of one's children.
It's just okay. That's just murder. Why does it have to
Yeah,
have a
but
different
it's
name?
because it's against it's purely children. It's literally just murdering kids.
Yeah. So still like a
We have
homicide. I don't know why
we
does it
have
have
a
to have a
lot of
different name.
words that mean pretty much the same thing with varying differences.
I
Like you
understand
know
like they have
how
different names for like the ages for like pedophilia and stuff. Like but like
we have
that makes more
synonyms for
sense.
good. We have synonyms for bad. We have different adjectives for the same fucking action. Actions. I want to say adjectives. Well, we do have same adjectives describing the very same fucking thing, but we also have verbs describing the same fucking action. The English language kind of fucking sucks. I'm gonna be honest.
But what else? What else is there? What's better?
What's
What's better
better?
than the English language?
Literally anything else.
Nope, wrong.
The English language is fucking retarded.
The English language is the only gender fluid language.
The fuck does that mean?
Spanish is sexist. It has female and male words.
Yeah. So
English doesn't.
if you transition, I guess if the only people who are affected by that are the fucking non-binaries, that's it.
That's sexist. Transphobic. Spanish is canceled.
This might be a hot take, but does non-binary really consider as transsexual because transgender because the whole point of transitioning is to transition from one gender to another? To go from something to nothing is abs doesn't seem.
Yeah, but non-binary is a gender.
Is it the
Yeah.
whole point of the whole point of non-binary is that you're not a gender. You don't
Yeah,
have one.
yeah, but that's like its own category of a gender. It's like this is one that is not. It's like undecided.
It's like whenever I see transgender stuff, I always see like male to female or female to male, but I never see anything about female or male to non-binary NB. Never do.
It's because
Come
you
on,
don't have to
think about it.
transition to that. You just have to say you're not the one that you were. There's not like you're the same person.
Yeah, I know that.
It's not like oh yeah I'm a woman now. It's like no I'm just not either.
I do not have sister, only brother with pussy.
One day we'll all be non-binary. That's the way the world's going.
Yeah, when we're all
That's gonna
dead.
be Joe Biden and Kamala
No, I'm
Harris's
like seriously,
America.
we're corpses, when like we're unable to be identified, we'll all be non-binary. When we nuke this world to fucking hell, because god
They're not gonna
damn,
nuke it. The sun's gonna explode.
that too will be burnt to a crisp.
But we won't even make it long enough for the sun to explode. Our world's just gonna burn up before that even happens.
Yeah,
It's 100 degrees outside right now.
yeah. Remember, apparently everyone's really riding on the hope. This is what I don't get. People are riding on the hope that we're gonna terraform the shit out of Mars and live on it. Who do you think's actually gonna get there? Not the fucking middle class who are like rooting for it.
No.
You're not going to Mars.
What the fuck is it? There's like a comic, or like it's a comic or a movie or some shit like that, or maybe I can't remember what it is, but it's like they go to Mars and it's all like the rich people and shit, and then the middle class is stuck like middle and lower, obviously stuck here on Earth, and they end up becoming like not necessarily feral, but like very hated towards the fucking rich people. Like they
Yeah, there's a
hate
lot of
them.
stories like that.
And so like the middle class here survives, and they end up like keeping everything fucking going, and like everything's fine. And then the rich
Yeah,
people fuck up Mars, and they have
yeah,
to
they
come
fucked that.
back here. And then the middle class people, whatever, who just stayed here, just fucking murder the fuck out of them. And it's one of the coolest fucking things I've ever
I
fucking
yeah,
heard. That shit's
I
epic.
I remember something similar to that, but it was like fucking what was it? So the poor people stayed on the dying planet that was Earth. Middle class got to live on a space station, and then the rich people got to go live on another planet.
Uh huh.
And then there's one in that show that I really like. Gundam Iron
Shut the
Blooded
fuck up.
Orphans. Yeah, apparently it's reversed. Rich people live on Earth. Poor people get to live on the outer planets. So they were just a bunch of Martian orphans,
That's cool.
and they're poor as shit. And the whole show was getting to Earth just to die.
So they just want to destroy the Earth.
No, they just wanted to get to Earth. That was the whole point. Because anybody who's anybody lives on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
No, they were just basically they were basically slaves, but they can't say the word slave, so they called them human debris, which I thought was like, I mean, I get it. You're basically a body shield and a throwaway, and you'll work for scraps.
This would definitely be a better conversation if Carter was here because I don't know shit about space and I don't believe anything that you would say about it. So,
Let's see. Oh, can you believe that there's no
because
oxygen?
I can believe that, but that like I already know that. That's not a hard thing. Like I want to know like what happens if a planet is just gone? Does that fuck other shit up?
Well, how does it go? Does it like get eviscerated by the sun? Does it just blow up from the core inside out?
Like say like the Earth's ozone fucking just completely disintegrates
Scorch.
and then the Earth obviously burns up. Uh,
I mean,
what
it will
happens?
continue to float there.
What if it just burnt like all the way to like nothing?
The ozone wouldn't like burn it to a molten core. I mean, look how Venus is doing. They're
That's
doing
literally
great.
what Venus is.
It's not molten though.
But no, it's
It's
just
just
a
like
fucking
it's
volcanic.
it it's a volcanic. Yeah.
Yeah,
It
it's
would
just
just be an
a very
uninhabitable ball of
hostile
fire.
ball of gas and fire.
Yep, that's it. That's
And
all we would be. Is
would
just
that have like the same gravitational pull? Or like what would it fucking float off?
no. I mean, just because nothing lives on it, it would still stay in orbit. It's still just a giant
Yeah.
mass.
For some reason also I didn't know that like we were just like moving through space.
You didn't know for the longest time. You didn't think.
I thought
Did you
like
know that?
for some reason I thought like the solar system was like stationary. I didn't know that the whole shit was like moving.
Oh yeah, no, we're going like so fucking fast that if Earth were to just to stop all of a sudden, oh, we'd fly the fuck off.
Well, yeah, of course. I'm not talking about spinning. Like the whole solar system is moving in a
Yeah, I
direction,
know.
not
The
just
whole
spinning
the
around
whole
the sun.
thing is moving. Yeah,
That's
yeah, I
nuts.
know.
That's insane. That
We
doesn't.
move
I
with the
don't.
sun.
That shit's too much for my little head to comprehend.
Really? It must feel
No,
like
it's
a
just
real
it.
mind fuck.
No, it's not a mind fuck. It just makes me think about other shit that I don't like to think about, and then
It's a mind fuck to think how
I get
small,
really black pilled really fast when I start thinking about this kind of shit.
how small and insignificant we are in the
No,
world.
it's not even that. It's just like then I have to start thinking about the fucking cosmic death of the universe, and I'm a part of that.
Oh,
And I don't
everything's
like.
gonna collapse, dude. You'll be dead before then.
Yeah, I used to think that when I was 12.
You were like, oh, I'm gonna live forever, man. I'm gonna be like fucking 100. Oh, damn, that's definitely enough time for the fucking entire universe to collapse in on itself.
Yeah, well, you never know. That shit could happen like now.
I think we'll realize it when Pluto's gone.
Pluto's already gone. That shit does not
It's not.
exist. Don't even get me
It's not
started on Pluto,
considered
dude.
a planet.
Like
It's not gone.
they screwed Pluto. They fucked them up, man.
Hey, let's
That's
fuck Pluto
sad.
again.
They were like, oh, that's not a planet. Oh, that is a planet. Never mind, it's not a planet anymore.
It's not a planet.
That's like dating your girlfriend and breaking up and then getting back together and breaking up again. It's like,
It's like
damn.
looking at a penis that's like just small enough where you're like,
Mm.
that's not a penis. It's a penis. It's a clit. It's a penis. It's clit. It's a male
I
clitoris.
I don't think that analogy translates very well.
It's too small. It's too small to be planet, buddy.
Just like your penis. It's
No,
too
just
tiny.
like
Got him.
no. Ah,
Damn. Got you. I did a show last night.
what a show
I did
last
a
night.
stand up. I did stand up last night.
Oh, cool. How'd that go?
It sucked. I
I
went up. I'm
imagine.
not gonna blow up the spot because I don't want to flame them because I don't think they ever did a show like this because it was outside. Because like the club isn't open until like fucking the end of this month, and then you can finally go back in there and do shit. So this one was outside at a park, and I got up, and the microphone didn't work. So
Oh,
that was
great.
fun. There was like maybe 50 people there. And like I got up and the microphone wasn't working and then someone had to come up and try to fix it and I was just standing there like a fucking idiot for like 10 minutes. I was only supposed to do a minute and a half to 2 minutes. I was on stage for almost 25 minutes.
It's like 2.5 jokes. What the fuck?
No, see, you think it's 2.5 jokes. Two and a half, a minute and a half to 2 minutes is a very long time standing up there talking.
For you,
No, for
it's
anybody.
a,
It's
it's
crazy.
an eternity.
Yeah, you think like, well, one joke is like fucking like 10, like maybe 10 seconds at most.
You should have took the Amy Schwimmer route. You should have just been like the second
It's
that
like,
mic goes up, like, oh, do you hate it when
my
your pussy
pussy.
really fucking stinks?
They hate it when my pussy stinks.
Yeah, you should just like fucking with the Amy Schwimmer route. Yeah, apparently that's super fucking funny.
She's very successful doing that. You gotta give her
She
props.
is.
Yeah, so I was only supposed to be up there for 2 minutes max. I was there for 25 minutes. And then I bombed. So I was like, okay. It was real fun. That's why I'm not
Did
gonna
they
tell
did
anybody where I'm going because I don't want anybody to come see it until I got that shit figured out.
did you fucking get booed off
No, I didn't
stage?
get booed. Everybody, they were all really cool. Nobody. I think one guy got like booed because he was talking about like Trump and shit. It was really weird.
Yeah, don't bring politics into comedy.
Well, you
But if you're gonna
can.
do it with like such make it. It better be a fucking banger that I better forget about
Yeah, this guy came up and he
everything.
was like, Trump 2020, yeah, and it's like, oh come on, dude. We're a
I was
year
like,
past that, man. Like, come on.
let's keep America great. Was it great? I don't know,
Yeah,
man. I would have accepted that as an opener, but I still would have been like, really?
yeah. He got booed a little bit. He didn't get booed off. He did his like 2 minutes or whatever.
Sleepy
R.I.P.
Joe. Hello.
Hmm.
Fucking love that shit. And so you didn't do too hot. I thought I remember you always like saying that once you get up there, you were gonna absolutely like destroy.
Never said that.
Damn.
Listen,
And then you had
I
that, and
did.
then you told us that one joke.
What one joke?
There was a joke that you had lined up.
I had a lot lined up.
Yeah, but you told us one. It was fucking one, but I can't remember how it goes because you were already like fucking halfway through telling it with Carter, and I came back towards the end.
I don't fucking remember.
Exactly.
So that does nothing for me.
It's probably because we did 51 of these episodes already. I
Did I say it on the podcast?
believe so. It might have been a lost episode though.
Then it's absolutely scrubbed from my memory.
Yeah,
Anything I say on here, as soon as we stop, I will never think about again.
probably.
Unless something new pops up that makes me think about that.
So if I called you like an absolute cunt right now, you'd forget all about it.
You think I would remember you calling me a cunt one time?
N- No.
Of course not.
Fuck.
Yeah. But it was like that was my first time doing it since I was like 17. So
Shit.
I was very nervous.
Yeah, I would imagine just sitting up there. What were you even standing on? Like a stool?
Why would I be standing on a stool?
I don't know what they have for you for structural
Why would you
support.
stand on a stool?
I don't know, because maybe like just in case like you're like really fucking bad, like just in those old cartoons, instead of the cane coming back the side and hooking you, it just grabs you by under the chin and hangs you.
Yeah, they didn't have a stool up
And
there
it
at all.
kicks the stool out
It
from
was a
underneath
little
you.
concrete pavilion thing.
Ah,
It was like a little gazebo
little gazebo.
type of action. You just walk up the stairs, It's super weird. Also, there's just people in the park just walking around. It's like this feels very fucking dumb. There's people just walking their dogs and kids playing on the
Yeah.
playground while I'm up there like fucking fingering this bitch's pussy and shit. And it's like this is fucking
Yeah, I'm
weird.
like, yeah, this is pretty appropriate.
Yeah, I didn't say that shit. It's
So
just
I fuck this bitch in the ass, and then just like a
yeah.
kid runs by.
You had to be
So I
like
fuck this.
since it was in the park, you had to be relatively clean.
Yeah,
It's like couldn't
which
be up
means
there like fucking inward this and that, you know. Which that probably would have killed if I did that. That would have
it
killed.
would have killed. Oh, I forgot you're in Illinois. You can say that, and it'd be funny.
Not really.
You can say, and it'd be perceived funny.
It would have been funny to everybody because I probably would have got killed afterwards.
Yeah, you would get lynched.
I live in the city. I'm in the
Oh
s- I'm
yeah,
in the I'm in the meat like
yeah. You're no
mediocre
longer in
sized city.
Hoboken. You're no longer in Hoboken, Farmington.
No. They
See that
yeah,
if you did
just spill that out. Spill
if you did that in fucking Farmington, oh, they probably have a gasp of fucking time.
They do have an open mic night there every Friday
I bet they
in
do.
town. Uh-huh. But I don't think it's for comedy. I think it's for music. But anybody can go up. And I've had the idea for quite a while to just go in there and just like make fun of them because I hate everybody who's at that place. It's like a real like country style bar and it sucks. It's fucking terrible.
Oh boy. So let me ask you this, because I know I live in the South and I've seen my fair share. But do you guys have any of those wannabe cowboys living up there?
Are you kidding? Are you seriously asking that question right now?
Feels like it's another thing that's never been
That's all that's
mentioned.
here. We went to school with this dude who literally had a fake accent from like junior high until he graduated, and he always wore a cowboy hat and shit. He literally faked an accent so he could sound like he was from fucking like Tennessee, even though we all knew he wasn't. We had a whole group of people who would sit outside after school in the parking lot and just rev their trucks up
Oh fuck
in the
yeah, that's
parking lot.
not
They wouldn't move; they'd just be in the parking spaces, revving them up
why.
because
I really don't
apparently
get.
that's cool. I don't know.
Apparently, that's cool. I don't get like most things, especially like
Mm.
with cars and all that. Like why you got to make everything fucking loud as shit.
And they'd have like the rebel flag and everything sticking off the fucking side of the
Well,
trucks.
that's a given. Where you
Yeah.
live, I would imagine the Confederacy
Hmm.
is just, which is weird because that's
Because I'm up north. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird that I'm
yeah,
northern state and
there's a shitload of
a lot of
Confederates.
people like the Confederacy here for some reason.
Yeah,
That shit doesn't even make sense in like Missouri because Missouri was a fucking they were like Switzerland. I think they were a neutral state. So it's like why they should have a totally different flag there.
why? What do they got?
Missouri, they were neutral in the Civil War. They were a neutral
Yeah, but
state.
what do they got in today?
They were very hardcore Confederacy and conservative type shit.
I'm just gonna say this. If when I see the Confederacy flag, I realize the whole point of it there was like to go against the government only for the fact that they wanted to keep slaves.
Yeah.
I'm saying so the just that action of going against the government to rebel. If I fucking see that shit hanging outside my house because my stepdad puts that shit up there, I'm going to fight him. I'm gonna fight somebody. It won't happen, but in that alternate reality where the Confederate flag gets hung up on this house,
I
I'm
do
fighting
love that
somebody.
argument when like someone gets called out for like having a Confederate flag and they're like, it's not about slavery, it's about states' rights. It's like, yeah, the state right was to not own slaves. And you guys wanted the state right to own slaves. That was the whole states' rights thing. There was
I
only
hate it when
one
they try to
issue.
say there's a culture behind it.
The culture is owning slaves.
Exactly. The culture was
Yeah. Like it's about
dominating
it's about
blacks. That's what it
states'
was.
rights. Oh, what states' rights were you guys opposing? Oh, the one where they said you couldn't own slaves? All right, so it is about slavery and nothing else.
Yep.
They're stupid, dumb people. And that's like half of the country.
Yeah. I didn't see a lot of those flags until I moved down here, and that was when I started getting called the N word a lot more.
That's still so funny to me that
Because
you
when
got
I
called
went
the
to
N word.
school,
That's fantastic.
yeah, when I was in high school in North Carolina, it was primarily black.
Hmm.
So I didn't have, well, of course, they were still racist against Hispanics and Asians. I
Yeah.
didn't see any Asians. I was trying to look for Asians. I was like trying to see like where are my brothers at. Turns out they're like hanging out in the Renaissance building because they don't have a table. They just didn't. And the Hispanics just always got shit because no one understood what they were saying. And I was like, I'm glad that you can't understand what they're saying
Hmm.
because that's the culture.
It we only had like three black kids at our school at the same time,
Yeah, I know.
and one
The
of
one,
them was they were all like cool. But one of them I was
yeah.
actually legitimately friends with, and we worked together at the same place, and I gave him rides home all the time. We were super tight, and at school his name was Inward Tony. White people would call him Inward Tony in high
Did
school.
they wait, hold on. Now it's still bad, but did they add the hard R?
Sometimes. Hmm.
Sometimes. Yeah,
After,
hey,
after
just
you
like,
know, after you say Inward Tony a few times, you're like, yeah, I can stick that ER on there and it won't change a thing.
and it won't change a thing.
Hmm.
The high school down south, I don't know why. It's completely like split 50-50. You got hardcore, you've got ghetto blacks, ghetto whites, and then you have but you only have redneck whites, which I am discerning. But in the white to black ratio, completely 50-50. Hispanics sprinkled, zero Asians. Hard to find.
No Asians.
Hard to find. I swear, I'm thinking back now. I can't think of a single Asian person at that high school.
We had one guy came from somewhere. I don't remember. He was like a new student kind of thing, and he was younger than me. And I was friends with this other guy named Tommy, who was a year younger than me. And he convinced me that this new kid was from Africa, and his name was like Akumbe or something. I can't remember what exactly the name was. He, why would I not believe him? It's just we don't have very many black kids at our school. A new one comes, and he's got like the short like mohawk hair. Like he's very like tall and lengthy. He's like skinny, and it's like why would I not believe he's from Africa? I've never talked to him. I've never heard him speak. I have no reason to not believe Tommy. So he tells me from Africa, and he tells him that his name's Akumbo or some shit. So I go over to him, and I'm like, "Oh hey, what's up, Akumbo?" And he just looks at me for like 10 seconds, and he's like, "What?" And I'm like, "Oh, you're Akumbo. You're from Africa." And he's like, "I'm not from fucking Africa." And I'm like, "Oh shit."
Oh shit! I got played.
And I look back, and Tommy is at the lunch table in tears, crying. It's like the funniest thing he's ever fucking seen. I was so fucking pissed.
Yeah, I do it too. I'm like, hey, that guy's straight from Korea. Go tell him. And then I would like think of
Yeah,
like the
you know what?
worst
You know what his
Korean
name was?
slur.
You want to know what his actual name was?
Wait, hold on. Douglas?
Pete.
Pete.
His name was Pete. I severed that relationship the day I met him because I called him a Kumbo.
Kumbo.
Little does he know that I'm actually from Cameroon, so I had the right to say it.
Just imagine like pointing someone to the radio like this. Like, if I, fuck, I would never do it, but let's just say like same situation. Asian kid comes to the school with no fucking Asians, and I say, hey, he's from Korea. His name's Chinny. Go fucking go say hi. Let's be friends with Chinny. And the dumbest motherfucker of our group would probably go over there and just be like, hi, Chinny. And then he'd be like, the fuck?
We had a Korean dude named Ken.
Ken, yeah.
Yeah,
Ken's pretty common in Korea. And not in Korea, but
just
a
like Street
Korean
Fighter.
name.
It's because of Street Fighter.
Yeah. Wait, what? No.
Everybody is naming their kids after Ken from Street Fighter in Korea.
Which is weird because Ken was a white guy who fucking trained in Japan.
Yeah, but I mean, Street Fighter was like, you know Korea, dude. They love Street Fighter and all those StarCraft and all that kind of shit. They love video games.
Yeah.
That's why they have all their daughters named Chun Li.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Chun Li and Ken's.
What?
Every
Yeah,
now and then
Ken and
every
Chun
now
Li.
and
What's the
then-
grand?
Every now and then you'll find a Ryu, but that's very rare.
Yeah, yeah. What's the grandpa's name? Blanca.
Yeah. Monk. My name's Ryu Haiduki.
Ryu Hadouken. How you doke? And there's your grandma, Miss Grandma M Bison.
Chun Li Hiya.
Yeah,
Is this racist right now?
it's kind of.
No, we're just making fun of Street Fighter characters.
We're making fun of Street Fighters and associating them with the faces of Korean people.
Because that's funny.
It's
But
funny.
I did have a friend who, for some reason, just kind of looked Asian. I'm not gonna say the word because I realize it's a slur now. But at
What,
this
chinky
point-
eyes?
Okay, yeah, one of those things. I don't want to say the slur because now I realize it's a slur. But at the time when we called him, then I just thought it was like a word. I didn't know it was a racist slur against Asians.
Oh,
But so like his nickname all throughout school was just the C word. I honestly I still think his name is saved in my phone under that name.
I hope God not.
I just never changed it. Oh no, I changed it on text. Okay. So his real name is on text, but his Snapchat name is still the same. I've never changed it. But yeah, we just called him that. And then like I turned like 18 and I was like, "Oh, that's a racist slur."
For years you've been calling this guy.
I knew it was like about like an Asian person, but I didn't know it was like bad.
Yeah. It's like Oriental. People don't ever think it's bad. It's just
I think
But-
Oriental's bad when you refer to people. As
yeah.
Oriental.
When you refer
That's
to
like
that's all they ever say. It's like because you're Oriental, right? I'm like, what the fuck did you just say to me?
no, just call them Asian. Never. Here's a tip. Here's a tip for anybody who wants to talk to Asian people. One, don't call them Oriental or any other kind of Asian slur. Also, don't try to say where they're from until they tell you.
Yeah.
That might be the most important one. Don't be like, oh yeah, you're Japanese, and they're like, no. I'm
Unless they're
from-"
darker skinned, in which case you are allowed to guess Indonesia.
Yeah. Yeah, or like the Philippines. Those ones. I think
Yeah,
those Asians
we're
kind of have like
super fucking dark.
they have like a you can kind of tell with them
Yeah.
because it's like other
It's weird how-
Indonesian or they're like they may be Malaysian's Asian, isn't it? Malaysian.
Yeah, Malaysian's Asian.
Yeah.
Malaysia is
Like,
Asian.
Malaysian or Philippine. You know, you're like you kind of got a good grip on those ones, but it's like the don't
Have you actually ever seen a fucking Filipino
Filipino.
besides me?
Yes. We had we had one or two
never
Filipinos that I went to
seen-
school with.
I've never met another Filipino that I wasn't related to, like just out and about.
There was another.
Never have.
We had a Korean named Ken and a Filipino also named Ken.
Filipino. Yeah. Why do you have to put the Ino in there? It's Ino.
Because I like dialects and I understand
Everyone
how they
fucking-
say.
Yeah. I hate it when people call us like the fucking pepper. Like they pronounce it like jalapeno. Like-
Jalapeno.
Yeah, they call it Filipino. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You're not the first person to do it. I'm like, it's
For a long
Pino.
time, I thought Filipino was like Spanish.
Yeah, everyone usually thinks that. Everyone looks at me and they're like, "It's Spanish." I'm like, "Well, you'd be right, yes, because of Puerto Rican."
Yeah.
but that's not all that's in there.
Puerto Rican is
And then
Spanish.
when I tell them Filipino, a lot of people surprisingly have the weird idea that they call it Spanish Asian,
Yeah.
where they're
But
not
Puerto Rican
necessarily wrong.
is Spanish and Filipino is Spanish Asian.
It's like they're not necessarily wrong, but it's still kind of fucked up to say. It's not my
Oh yeah,
fault that we were
and
fucking
there's
ransacked by Spaniards.
how could I forget about the great Polynesians?
Yep.
You those ones are very distinct. I have no trouble identifying a Polynesian guy, for the most part.
I have no trouble distinguishing a Korean from a Japanese.
Yes, you do. Shut up. Don't even
No,
don't
I
even
don't.
try to grandstand like this. You cannot.
I can.
No, you can't.
I'm Asian. I know
That is
other
that
Asians,
means
but I've
nothing.
never met a fucking Filipino.
You cannot. There's no way. You're like, oh yeah, he's Korean and he's
How would an
Japanese
Asian not be able to distinguish his own people?
because you're not from that part of Asia.
I don't have to be from that part of Asia when you're literally inducted into that culture
You're not
young.
inducted into that
You
culture.
you gotta do it young.
You were here. You were never in the Philippines.
No, no, you don't have to be there
Yes, you
to
do. You
get
you
in
were
it.
not raised in the Filipino
I'm
culture
sorry.
along with
Where did I guess where I lived in New York? Long Island, but you guess
where
but
you didn't live in
where we over
Chinatown.
two like very popular places we always fucking went.
Where?
Bronx and
Okay.
Chinatown. We actually never surprisingly never went to Manhattan, which is always
Okay,
weird.
Bronx and Chinatown. That's not Filipino or Korean at all.
Yeah, because a lot of
Or
my Filipino aunts
Japanese.
and uncles, my Filipino aunts and uncles lived near Chinatown.
That's impossible. Only Chinese live in Chinatown.
They don't live in Chinatown, they live near Chinatown. So we go to see them
And
we're
what, were
always
you hanging
eating
out with
Asian food.
Japanese and Koreans there? I
Yeah,
didn't
there were
think
Japanese,
so. So
Koreans,
you
there were
cannot.
Indonesians. Our neighbor was fucked. Well, not our neighbor. Their neighbor was Indonesian.
So
His name was Mr. Yo. He was very
this,
nice.
you're still not getting to the point where you've learned to identify Koreans and
You
Japanese
kind of
so
learn
very
young. You gotta
differently.
teach him early. You
No,
learn young, teach him early.
if you're Japanese or Korean, I will give you that. You can tell. But you, especially you, I do not
What do you mean?
trust.
Especially me, the most Asian between the two of us, can't fucking discern Asian from Asian.
I know way more about Asian culture than you do.
Bull fucking shit.
I live by the Bushido code, all right? So I know way more about Asian culture.
I
I
live
have
by the Bushido.
samurai swords
Dude,
under my bed with a
I
suit
knew
of
you were
armor.
gonna fucking. I knew you were
All
gonna
right,
fucking take this fedora incel shit.
it has nothing to do with incel. I just know about the samurai.
You're going to fucking pull out fedora and say I respect women,
No, it has
women,
nothing to do with Bushido code. Why would I
and
say
your
that?
plush body pillow. You're
No,
fucking going straight
no.
incel.
I am a Ronin. I live by the
Shut up.
Bushido code. I
No,
understand the
you.
culture. I'm building a Zen garden. All right, with a bonsai tree. Okay.
You're building a Zen garden after out of the dust bunnies under your bed.
No,
You
it's
rake them with your feet
it's
into
out
little
back.
patterns.
Getting a little
You rake them into
bonsai
little
tree.
patterns with your
I
feet,
bought
and
the
you're like,
little
yeah, this
Legos.
is
I bought the little Lego set with the bonsai tree. I'm entrenched.
fuck.
I'm getting a spiral dragon with tidal waves around my entire arm, tattooed. No, maybe I might even get stick and poke to be very, very cultured. I'll get the stick and poke, so you can't
I'll get this
doubt.
thinking.
You cannot doubt my loyalty to Asian culture, specifically Japanese, because I think they're the coolest ones.
I want you to like basically be on the marker, but completely miss the point at the same time. I want you to get stick and poke, but you get the
Yeah,
9 pillar Buddha.
yeah. I'm on the mark, but I've totally. The joke is I've fucking very much have just glorified
Missed it. It's
stealing
like, well,
culture.
yeah,
That's the joke here, is that I've appropriated everything that I think is cool.
everything. I learned Hapkido for the
I've
Koreans.
never learned
I eat
Hapkido.
that. No,
That
that's
shit
right. You
is
don't fuck.
that is bullshit. Get that Steven Seagal bullshit out of here.
Just Steven Seagal.
I will. You don't know who Steven Seagal is? Are you serious?
No, I said that because you said Chagall.
Seagal. Yeah, I corrected myself. That's why I said it wrong. You
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking fast. You got me fucked up. You got me hyped. You got me
I'm all.
hot,
I
dude.
watched. I watched The Last Samurai. I fucking always get Polynesian sauce on my Chick-fil-A sandwich. I'm
I've
cultured
never
as
had Polynesian
fuck.
sauce.
What?
I've never had the Polynesian sauce.
You've never had the
I'm
Polynesian
not big
sauce?
into sauces.
Weird.
I like when I go to Chick-fil-A, I just get the spicy chicken sandwich, which is I usually try to get lettuce on it, but they're always like, it doesn't come with lettuce. And I'm like, just fucking add it on there. And they're like, no, we can't do that. So they just give me pickles. And they're like, I didn't fucking want pickles on it. It's a big problem. But I just, no sauce, straight up just chicken sandwiches. Not big into
Sauce
sauce.
straight.
Not a huge sauce guy. I like to taste the meats, the flavors. Natural. It was naturally fried in oil and then served
You,
to me after being
yeah.
naturally processed with preservatives.
Could you tell me that photo that looks like it's being like held up upside down?
What photo?
It looks like a giant poster on the back just above your bed.
That's not a photo. That's a whiteboard.
That was a whiteboard. I thought it was like held backwards just to hide the fact that you have a picture of Xi Jinping,
I don't know who that is.
and that is the leader of China. That is Winnie the motherfucking Pooh.
I've also
And you,
adapted Maoism as a part of my life.
yeah, you have Xi Jinping, and you have Kim Jong Un all the way till Sun.
That guy right there, that's Kim Jong Un. That's Kim Jong Un in blackface.
That's
He-
Donald
because
fucking Glover.
he's allowed to do that. Donald Glover? It's Glover.
Glover,
It's
Glover,
Glover.
Glover.
You racist fuck.
I'm sorry.
Donald Glover. You
It's
respect the
spelled like
king.
Clover,
You
except it
respect.
has a G instead of a C.
You respect the king.
Yes,
King
the
of
king of
kingdom.
comedy and music and dance and art and acting.
Puts him. He put the city on his back. All right.
He put community in community.
He did. He was the best part of that show.
He was.
And then he left. And it sucked.
And then he left. They really did find a way to write out two characters at the same time.
Two.
And I'll remember, so when Pierce died in the show, he put in a will and testament. He said,
Oh yeah. With the here's your
with the boat,
cylinder of sperm.
I
And
have a
then
treasure waiting for all of you. You
and
just have to take my boat out to sea.
he gives fucking I forgot his name in the show. Fuck.
Troy.
Troy. Yeah. Troy Barnes. He gives him the boat, but he has to sail it around the world.
Somewhere. Oh, fuck. We're going to get copyright strikes.
That's a great show.
It was. It was a great show.
They're coming back.
And then they just got a completely different black guy and old guy.
That's the old guy Mike from Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
He's good. And then the black guy I think was Keith David.
Weird thing is that I can't even remember both of them, like what they look like. The old guys, though, is a little bit kind of a vague image in my mind because pronounced features when you're older. I can't even remember what.
Pronounced. What are your
Yeah.
pronouns?
What are my pronouns?
Yeah.
He, him.
I was trying to set you up to say something funny, but you answered legitimately.
I thought you were honestly fucking asking. I don't
No.
fucking know, man. Because I would understand why the question might become the play. Because this.
You're wearing a heart choker.
Yeah, I'm wearing a fucking heart choker. With a pleated skirt and thigh highs. There are tits under here too.
Did you get the tits? Did you get them in?
I got the tits in.
Nice. Stand up.
Nice.
I was,
What
what
the
size? What size did you get?
What size did I get?
Yeah.
Something that seems comparable to my body weight. I got a B.
Are they noticeable?
No.
You should have got like C's or something. Stand up. I want to see if I
I
can.
feel-
I want to see if I can see.
Can you tell?
No. What the fuck?
Exactly.
You just wasted,
Exactly.
You just wasted. your-
Exactly. Fuck you.
You should got a
They're
C
there.
or something.
They're there.
No, you should have got
Tits.
bigger. They have to be noticeable.
Fucking titty.
You should have got C's. Get some bigger ones.
Get some bigger
Yeah.
ones. Dude, prosthesis tits are fucking expensive.
Yeah, and
Once you
you,
go,
your dumbass bought the smallest ones you could get.
yeah, because the smallest ones are already $50.
Yeah, you gotta get it a little bit bigger. You gotta get a C or something.
Then I'm pushing over 100.
Well, you should have got that the first time.
Double for a
You're
size
already
cup up.
wasting your money on heart chokers and
Hold
fucking
on.
skirts and probably panties. Like, why?
Yeah, but here's the thing is though, I'm gonna start an OnlyFans.
I'll buy.
The fuck you will.
You won't know. You won't know it's me.
Yeah,
You won't know
that's
it's
true.
me. Are you do the
You
free
what?
cock ratings?
Oh fuck!
You know,
God
all
damn
the
it,
bitches do free cock ratings when you subscribe. You can send a picture of your dick.
dude, that's fucking
I don't
terrible.
know how many people actually do that. That's insane to me. It's like, first of all, they're taking your money, so you can see them like naked and shit. So they're probably gonna lie to you about what the rating of your penis is. So like that's untrustworthy because they want you to keep subscribed. So they're not gonna be like, oh, yours is like a 2 out of 10. They're gonna be like,
You
oh,
gotta
that's
do it.
like they're probably like every probably answer is probably like a 6 or 7. And maybe once in a while they'll get like an actual big one and they'll be like, oh,
I'm
that's
just.
a 9
Why is it a 9? Why is it not a 10?
because a 10's impossible.
All right.
You gotta use these rating systems.
You get that one fat bastard that you can like
Mhm.
literally see his gut touching the tip of his penis, and he has to jerk it off like 2 fingers, and I'm like, that's not even on the board, dude.
As when you do rating systems,
0 is higher.
you have to be very careful giving the highest and the lowest number. Because once you do that, then you've set what a 10 and a 1 is.
Yeah.
So then you have to
Well, I already know
follow
what a
that. So
0 looks
if
like.
you never give out a 10 or a 1, you can easily go in between that margin as much as you want without much repercussion. But once you strike that 10, it's like, oh, so this now everything compared to a 10 can also be a 10. So you have to be very careful about giving the top score. That's why you go to a 9. You're like, oh, that's almost the best.
Almost the
And
best. It's
then
just that.
that's how you keep the interest in.
Yeah, then how do you like just like how do you defend that? Like it's like, well, why is it not a 10? Like people over here thinking it's a 10. Like now you got to argue why is
No,
what
you
the
don't have to argue
bad
at
things
all
about.
because you go, listen, motherfucker. I said
You
one
got.
free cock rating. I rated your cock, and that's all you get.
Yeah, I rate your cock, nice cock, bro. What if I
Yeah,
don't even give them numbers? I just say, cool, nice, could
that's
do
why.
better, nice cock, bro.
Yeah, that's why you shouldn't do that. It's why I see that and I'm like, I would never. First of all, I don't think I would ever send a picture of my dick to anybody for any
I wouldn't
reason.
either. I wouldn't either.
No, I would send my testicles because that's funny.
Yeah, you already did that. You said
Yeah.
your testicles in an egg carton.
No, that wasn't. I've told you that wasn't actually me. That was a picture I
No,
found.
no, no, no. You got no.
No, I would never. Why would
You
I put
can't.
my nuts
You
in
can't
actual?
play. You can't
I will
downplay this.
literally send you my nuts.
Don't send me. Don't fucking do that.
I will.
I think it was like third episode that we fucking aired. I just like walked out of the room, pulled my dick out, and walked to the desk slowly, and
Mhm.
neither one of you fuckers realized it
No.
because I just had it like lowly hanging there already
Mhm.
between like I was already
Carter
wearing a
saw it.
jacket, so like the tip and my balls are hanging out.
Carter saw it. He pointed it out. I was doing something
He's like,
else.
he's got his dick out. Oh no, that's right. I didn't take the penis out. I just took just the balls,
Yeah.
just the testicles. That's right.
I'll send my testicles to everybody, dude. I don't care. That shit's funny. If you do
It's
it in a
funny.
funny way.
If you just like you just
Like
plainly just send your testicles
Carter
out.
got me good. I still have to get him back for this. He got me good like 2 weeks ago, where we were on Xbox playing, and he's like, "Oh, dude, look at this," and he totally fucking sold it so well. And he's like, "Look at this, look what I found," and I'm like, "Oh, cool." And he started laughing, and I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be funny." And then it's just a picture of his nut. I'm like, God damn
His
it.
one
Yeah,
testicle
his one
hanging
testicle.
out.
Yeah. So now,
Like, what if he's holding in his hand like it's a duck egg, and he's just like, "Hey, look at
he started a war.
it." It's like, "Hey, look at this." It's like, "Wow, that's pretty cool. That's my that's my testicle."
So he started a war. So now we're just gonna have nut battles. We're just
Nut
gonna
battles,
find
battle,
creative and cool ways to send each other pictures of our balls. And now you're involved
battle of
because
the
you're
nut.
part of the show. So you're gonna catch fucking ball bullets. You're in the crossfire. You're gonna get hit with some nuts.
Wouldn't that be like? Wouldn't that be in the group chat? That means everybody's getting hit with nuts.
No, 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 I can't do it in the group chat.
You can't send the group chat.
I maybe I might get brave enough and accidentally send a nut pic to the group chat.
You gotta play it off well enough that if you don't say it, you gotta play it
I've
real
already
well.
said it, so like people are gonna expect it now.
It said the people that will actually would only expect it are the people that actually watch this and who are
Mm-hmm.
in this group chat that we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Which I can think of two that
See,
don't, and one that probably hasn't in a while.
so you got to keep that on the low,
Yeah,
and you got to
I'll
wait
be.
for the moment where they stop thinking about it, and then boom,
Yeah,
nut picture.
yeah. I have a lot of confusion. I just took all of like my outfits and mixed and matched like just for the 2 days that I was like off work, and I have just a whole fucking album of pictures to confuse code with. I was
Mm.
already confusing him when I painted my nails and held my phone on my
Yeah,
face one time when I
Andre's
was at my
been
grandmother's.
sending slutty pictures of himself in skimpy clothing to one of our friends, and
My straight up ass
it's very
cheeks.
funny because our friend hates the
I sent
gays.
him 3 cheeks.
He hates gay people. He thinks they should burn in hell, and
No, I didn't send it to him. God,
now
could you
now he
imagine?
has a boner for Andre's boy pussy, which is fantastic.
Could you fucking if I imagine if I get back in contact with him and I just like get all the pictures with my phone to my face? I'm like, hey, check out this
That'd
cute
be
girl.
great.
I play with her.
I wish he got caught up in the ball war.
Like I
I
just
would
send like,
send
hey,
him
dude, this
so
is
many
cute girl that I
pictures.
play with. She's looking for an alpha male. I think you're totally her type. I'm like, cool. Send me her contact info. And I just keep sending him pictures on the
So
daily. Like, how do I look,
this
bro?
dude that Andre's talking about is he's insanely racist and he's extremely homophobic. So this this one time he was playing some game online. I don't remember what game it was, and it doesn't really matter. But he was talking to this one person who he later found out to be trans and black. And he was like so stunned, and he was like, "Oh my god, I don't know what to do."
I thought that was his turning around moment.
And then he was like, "I've had an awakening."
Yeah, I was like, great. He's no
Because
longer
you
racist.
met another human being that's different. Wow, so crazy.
And was friends with them before, letting them know that, hey, I'm trans, I'm lesbian, and I'm black. It didn't help that he kept calling her trap.
Yeah, she's a trap. She's a trap.
I really thought that was like his turnaround moment. I thought that was like like all these months, possible year of being homophobic and racist to the little gay
I
red
don't
boy over here.
I don't know if anybody I don't know if there's a lot of hate for traps out there or not, but like I'll give them credit. Like the ones that can pull that shit off, fucking bravo.
If I just get makeup on me and I go out in the wild, you won't fucking know.
I did yesterday when you hopped on the call. I literally thought you were a woman,
Yeah,
and I was like, that's a
yeah.
cute girl."
All I have to do is put a little makeup on, go out in the
Yeah,
wild, and I swear to God, I'll probably get molested. Well, not molested. Rape. I'm gonna get shoved in the back of a.
not I mean not molested or raped. Like why is
Yeah,
this
because I
one better?
remember. Well, because I'm not a child, so it's no longer
You can
classified as
molest
molest.
someone that's not. I don't think molest is strictly for children.
Is it?
That's called child molesting. Anybody can be molested.
Point is, I'm going in that fucking white van, and I'm never coming back out. If I actually go out like this, and I get the makeup on, I'm getting looks. Left way, as long as nobody talks to me, the illusion goes up, and as long as my dick doesn't fall out,
I'm
the
gonna
illusion gets held up.
I'm gonna turn on like CBS at like 10 o'clock at night. It's gonna be America's Most Wanted or some shit. It's gonna be that dude. He's like, this little girl was taken from the 7-Eleven last night at 11 a.m. And I'm like, oh my god, I know him.
Oh my god, I know
That's
it.
Andre. They just called him a little girl on national TV.
It's taken from the local 7-Eleven. I do love Slurpees, I will tell you that.
Yeah, of course you do because you love slurping
Yeah,
cock.
yeah, I knew you were gonna
Got
make a
him,
joke. I was like,
got
I
him.
knew it. That
Like
no,
you
no,
like
that's not a gun. That's a setup and dunk. That
that's
was on. I
boom,
purposely put that
baby.
up for you, you
No,
son of
you
a
didn't.
bitch.
Shut up. No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
You love
Come on,
slurping.
how do you not hear the word Slurpee and not
You love
think
slurping
intentionally
cock in
sexual?
dude's ass. Boom.
How do you not
Dunk.
hear Slurpee and think inherently
That's a
sexual?
Vince Carter behind the head twisty 360 dunk on your
That's
ass.
a hit Carter behind the head.
Vince Carter. Vince Carter. Basketball
Oh,
player.
Ben's Carter.
Vince, you idiot.
Yeah, Ben's Carter.
Vince. Vince.
Vince. Oh, yeah.
Vince.
Sorry, I can't tell through your stupid fucking hillbilly
I
accent.
don't have a hillbilly. I don't have an accent at all.
I thought I heard like Carter's head.
I sound like
I
the
just like thought
normal white
like
American.
dude perfect fucking like trick shot where you're just like bouncing it off of Carter's head and just fucking landing in a rebound.
You just got dunked on.
Just throw it at his head, rebound it.
Boom. Dunked on.
Yeah.
Slurping cock.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Well, we're way over an hour, so we're done.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Bye.